and welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Ellie.
I'm Sishan.
All right, and especially welcome back after a crazy homecoming week last week. It's a bright, beautiful day outside, and it's supposed to be all sunshine and 70s for the rest of the week here. And so, like I said, homecoming was last week, and there were a lot of things that went on, and a lot of craziness, a lot of chaos. And one of the things that happened was the J-School Generations, and you helped out with that, didn't you?
Yes, I participated in the challenge project on Friday, which was really exciting. And then what we did was we paired up with alumni and faculty staff just randomly. And then from the time that we got the topic, at the end of the presentation, it was just like 2 hours for us to prepare everything. Wow. And then, our topic, my group's topic was find a product and then promoted the product on social media. And then I made a video for it, and then it was just like 15 seconds video. I don't know, do you want to watch it?
Yeah, sure. I want to see what this product is all about.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Hi. I'm gaining the freshman 15 because of all the food I've been indulging in.
Why haven't you gained any weight?
I've been indulging by smoking my e-pizza. It tastes like pizza with no calories.
Okay, so I see that the topic was e-pizza. What exactly, can you elaborate a little bit on what that is?
Yeah, sure. E-pizza was kind of pizza that was kind of like cigarettes actually. We smoke it, and then at the end we have the pizza, and then we have different flavors. Actually, you can enjoy the pizza without getting fat because there is no calorie. You just enjoy the flavor. You get food.
So you and your group basically kind of came up with like the ultimate diet plan. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes. And then our target audience is our college girls. We hope they will enjoy it.
Well, I am one of those people who definitely enjoys pizza, so that actually is a pretty cool idea. And also something else that went on, very much anticipated, was Late Night at the Fog on Friday night. And I actually I was one of the fortunate ones who ended up being able to get in. Were you able to get in?
Yes, I was very fortunate too because I got friends get on the line and I would just go there at the time.
Oh, yeah. And I hear that, and I was actually witness to right when the doors opened, it was very chaotic. I actually heard that there are a lot of student complaints that definitely crowd control was a major problem this year. And I actually was reading on the LJ World website that they're looking to kind of fix that next year, which wouldn't really be a bad idea. But for those fortunate enough to get in, it actually was a pretty cool experience. I mean, both the women's and guys basketball teams looked good, and especially the compilation video. Probably one of the best put together videos I have ever seen. It was just, the timeline was done just absolutely perfectly, and the music just complemented everything. It was just a overall very cool experience. What was your favorite part?
I like the game of Simon says hands up and hand down, and then I don't know, I was very surprised at some points, all of the girls just got kicked out, and then because at that moment they were only supposed to hands up, hand down when the guy says, Simon says hands up, hand down. So, but I definitely admire them that they could do that in front of more than 16,000 people. I could not do it because I would be very scared.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would echo that sentiment. All right, we are going to be taking a very short break, and then when we come back here, we're going to have Nick and a very special guest on here, so stay tuned.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding? Your proposal is ridiculous.
You have no right to call
You are the worst example of
Nick,
politics.
I stand for something.
Flip-flop.
I stand for something.
Flip-flopper, flip-flopper.
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
That's the power of one.
I motion that I be issued the timeout, and
Wow, me too.
yeah, for sure, you should get a timeout.
I apologize.
And I motion that I start showing more respect.
Chain reaction is
civility. Pass it on.
The power of one.
Welcome back. We're here with Lisa Kring, the Director of Event Services of the Kansas Union. Thank you for being with us.
You bet.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. So last weekend was homecoming weekend.
Yes,
And,
we felt it. Yes.
That was my next question. How did it go here?
It was good. You know, homecoming is a busy time of year for us. We have a big event the Friday before the homecoming game called the Chancellor's Club event, which celebrates some of our donors here to the university. And it's a big gala. I always love to see what they do in the ballroom. They bring in all kinds of kind of accoutrements for events. They bring in a whole lighting crew. A company that actually does the sound at the Sprint Center comes in and does the sound for this event and the video. So it's always something to see. So we had that Friday night. And then there's always, one of the things that's really great for us is we see all those, like many of you, we see a number of student leaders come back to visit. So those folks kind of stream into the office. So it's always kind of fun to see who's going to come back and say hi. And it is really cool to see what these students are doing now.
Any surprises?
Yeah, actually several of them they're always surprising. It's like, wow, you know, how did that happen? So they're always great stories. Let's see, so we had the Chancellor's Club event, that was Friday night. And then Friday morning, the union does a whole pregame celebration that occurs in the lobby. One of the nice things that the union does is it's really a great place for kids. They can do balloon animals, there's photo ops, there's all kinds of fun things to do in the lobby. And then KJHK, our student-run radio station, does their sports broadcast from the union. So always a neat opportunity to see those guys at work. And then one of the 11 o'clock games, for anybody that has anything to do with game day will tell you 11 o'clock games are sometimes painful. So the union, for those of you who don't know, the union also operates all the dining services across campus. So that also involves, we feed everybody at those tents that you saw on the hill. And we also, the folks who are in the suites for the game are also, our catering staff caters those areas as well.
Any idea how many mouths you fed over the weekend?
Oh gosh, I wish I knew that number. It's embarrassingly large.
I'm sure. So what else is going on at the union this week?
This week is, it's a little bit quieter, but not much. Today we've got a Scholar Day event. So we do, admissions does a lot of events in this building, the formal visit days for potential incoming students. So today one of those events is called the Scholar Day, and we have that happening in the building. This weekend is preceding fall break, which is on Monday and Tuesday, but it is no less busy for us. We have a group called the Bengali Community of Lawrence who is doing their fall festival, and this is actually an off-campus group, but there's a lot of students and faculty and staff that are involved in this organization, and it's a celebration of that particular culture, which is a culture that from India. So we'll have activities Friday and Saturday and Sunday with that. And then Monday's pretty quiet around here, but then Tuesday we'll have 7th and 8th graders.
Oh, wow. But you're looking
in the
forward
building.
to that?
Well, we are. They're always a lot of fun. We do this event every year. It's the Literature Festival, and it's for junior high, middle school students. So there's always something happening in the building. So even though the students are gone, that doesn't mean it's necessarily quiet. So anyway, that's what's going on as far as events. And then you had asked also, you were about the bookstore renovation.
Yeah, the renovation in the bookstore. What's going on there?
Well, from what I understand, it's going very well, and I think they're running about 2 weeks ahead of schedule and getting it done. The layout of that store was problematic from a retail standpoint, and they went in there with the bookstore management worked with some retail consultants on a better layout for the store. And what's already done is it looks like it's closed, but it in fact is not. The cashier counter has moved over to the corner of the store. So anyway, but it's coming along. I believe it's going to be done towards the end of this month.
Great.
So which is, like I said, 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So we'll look forward to seeing the outcomes of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thank you for being with us today.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate having you.
All right.
Now they're beating us on the boards out there, guys. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson. Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
2 Topeka seniors captured civic and academic homecoming awards this weekend. Brian Gonzalez and Natalie Scott were selected over 8 other finalists to win the 23rd annual Excel competition. The winners were announced at Saturday's home football game. Gonzalez, the president of Alpha Tau Omega, and Scott, a student senator, each won $500 and the opportunity to plan the Blueprints Leadership Conference. A typhoon in southeast China has forced the evacuation of hundreds of thousands. Typhoon Fatou will likely make landfall mid-morning. Over 128,000 boat workers have been evacuated from the waters in coastal areas in preparation for the typhoon. 289,000 people have been moved to safer locations. Officials are still investigating the case of a 9-year-old boy sneaking onto an airplane without a boarding pass or a guardian. It appears the child was a runaway trying to make his way to Las Vegas. He's now in Child Protective Services and returning to the Twin Cities. Construction continues on Iowa Street in Lawrence. Traffic is still 1 lane each way on parts of Iowa, but workers will shift which lane is open on Thursday evening. The project is scheduled to be completed in November. The Kansas City Chiefs remain undefeated after yesterday's 26-17 win over the Tennessee Titans. The win raises the Chiefs' record to 5-0, which is the best start for the team in over a decade. The Chiefs jumped out to an early lead, fell behind, but ultimately came back in the fourth quarter to win their 5th straight. I'm Jill Bainbridge for Good Morning KU. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your week.